Okay, so my idea for today is a color wheel, but not a wheel exactly, but a flower. And so let's start. We start with the middle of the flower here, and then complementary colors go opposite from each other. So let's start our first petal here, and our second petal here. Now we are going to need 12 petals in total. So we already have two. So again, opposite each other, we go here and here. Okay. And now we fill in these spaces here with two petals in each space. So try to make them fit. So one, two, and one, two, and one, two, and one, two. Okay. Ah, they're not very equal, are they? Try to make yours the same size, but mine are going to be wonky for now. So I'm going to start here with my yellow, just because I want a primary color at the top. Now, I start here with yellow and then the complementary color to yellow that comes right down the middle here. This is violet. Now, how you think about where to put your primary colors is, for me, I just remember or try to remember that you skip three. You skip three, and then you have a primary color. Okay? And then you skip three, one, two, three, and then you have your next primary color. So, yellow, skip three, one, two, three, you have your red. And then red, skip three, one, two, three, and then you have your blue. Skip three, one, two, three, and then you have your yellow. Okay? All right. So then you want to say, let's mix our colors now, right? Yellow and red make orange. And you want to put orange here. Skip this one and skip that one and put your orange here. And this would be a secondary color. So put orange here. All right. Similarly, you have your blue and your red. So you skip these, right? And blue and red make violet. So he's in the middle here and he has two colors on the side here. And these are going to be your tertiary colors. All right, so let's do it for this one. So you have yellow and blue make green. So you're going to skip one and you're going to put your green here. Huh? All right, so now we have space to mix one more color. So yellow and orange make a yellow orange. Next, we have orange and red. This makes red orange. Okay, and it's red orange because the primary color goes first and then the secondary color comes after. Always primary first and then secondary. So now we're gonna mix the violet and the red to make red violet. And then we're going to mix the blue and the violet to make blue violet. And we're going to mix the green and the blue to make blue green. And we're going to mix the green and the yellow to make yellow green. And that's your color wheel. 12 petals. I've been itching to try my Prismacolors. Oh, there's that glare again. It's 24 watercolors. And we should be able to represent the color wheel here. Um, Although we're supposed to be able to mix colors with the watercolor pencils. Do we try that first? Here's my yellow, there's my red, here's my blue. Just trying to pick out the colors as I go. Here's a purple. There's a violet. Do I have a deeper violet? I do. Here it is. Okay. There's a green. Do we have a green? Yep, we have several greens. Let's just pick a green. Hmm. Okay. Here's where the tertiary colors is where we're gonna have a bit of a issue, maybe. Maybe. All right. So far, I think I've found a yellow green. Okay. We need a yellow orange. Nope, we don't have that. So we're gonna have to mix, I think. No, this is gonna be scary. All right, well, let's see. Let's put this one back. And Is this an orange? Nope, this is the closest thing I'm gonna get to an orange. All right, so we have our primary colors over here, we have our secondary colors over here, and we are going to attempt to mix the tertiary colors. Oh boy, here we go. Because I don't have tertiary colors here. 24, you think you'd have tertiary colors. Let me try again. Let me look again. All right, so let's do the easy ones first. Let's do the primary colors first, and we have our guide over here that we already planned out. So let's do our yellow. Oh, I want to also add that this is not watercolor paper. This is the marker paper. I don't know why I want to make life hard on myself, but this is the paper that I chose for this exercise, and so here we are. All right, so the red, it's skip three. Remember 1, 2, 3, and then red. So here's the red. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do get it out of the way. Wait, this doesn't quite look like a blue. What does this say? It says blue. Ultramarine blue. All right. I trust you. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and this would be your blue. And here it is right there. That matches. So I'm looking at this blue and I'm seeing a little bit of purple in there. I don't know, maybe it's just my lighting. But yeah. All right. So that's blue. All right, let's do the secondary. All right, I have green in my hand. Green goes here because we're skipping one. All right. What's the next one? We're picking up the violet. Skip one. And I'm just laying down color because I know when I go over this with the, I'm gonna go over it with the brush to see what that does with the water, I mean. All right, what else? Orange. And another thing is I think I need to sharpen these pencils. I need to sharpen my watercolor pencils. Okay, now it's the mixing time. Okay, so I'm gonna put the yellow down first. Okay. I still have the orange in my hand. That's why I decided to start with the yellow or orange. Okay, and then we're gonna put the orange here. Yeah, looking good already, actually. All right. So now the red orange. I'm gonna lay the orange. I'm gonna just turn this a little bit. So I'm gonna lay the orange down first. Just because I think red is a very strong color. I don't know. I think it would be a very strong color. So then let's put the red on top. I'm gonna do it very lightly and see what we get. I don't want a red to overpower the orange too much. All right, let's do purple. I'm gonna put the red in first, I think. No, let's do the purple first. I don't really think it matters which one you put first. And maybe we'll adjust it if we don't like how that's a lot of pigment. I'm just gonna brush that one off. That one cracked a bit. All right. So I'm going to put the blue down first. Sure why I want to do that. Maybe it's because it's blue violet. I don't know. No rhyme or reason. Just feelings. Where is my violet? I had it in my hand a minute ago. There it is. I don't remember if it was my mom that used to tell me that or my grandfather. One of those two would tell me, you know, if your head wasn't attached to your body, Ellie. It is something like what my mom would say. I think my mom would say that. But my mom is very much like her dad in a way. I think I didn't know my grandmother all that well. I was 6 when she passed. My mom's mom. So I think knowing her dad and knowing her, I think she's a little bit like her dad in that way. So I think they both would tease me. I'm using the right color, right? Yeah. Okay. That's the blue green. All right. And this one, I have a joke for you. I've always said my favorite color is purple, my favorite color is purple, my favorite color is purple. I don't need another favorite color, but can I tell you, when I started mixing colors, this color right here started to be my favorite color. Yellow green. I don't know, I just love it now. As I didn't know I could fall in love with another color, but this one I really love. The most interesting color to me though was this one, the red violet. That was the most interesting color to me because it looked like a wine type of color. I just associated like wine with it, and I was just like, ooh, I like this color. But when it comes to favorites, so I'm gonna put this aside now because we don't need it anymore because I think the colors are gonna tell us the story. The story now. Let me go get my brush. An appropriate brush. I think this is a 10. Oh no, it's a 3. Oh, so where's my 10? All right, so I have my water right here. And so for the watercolor pencils, You just kind of, I don't think you need a whole lot of water for it either. I kind of just wet my brush and let the paint just spread on its own. And the brush is just sliding over this paper. And I think this is how I'm going to probably gonna have to use that smooth paper I love from Border and Riley. All right. Yeah, yellow orange. Let me see if it will mix and give me a nice yellow orange color. Are we liking that? Is it mixing properly? I think it is. We'll see how it looks against the orange when we start mixing that one. It's like a surprise. I love this. All right. I think the orange is not orange enough, so I think I need to add more. Do you see a very distinct difference between these two? We need a distinct difference. Either we're gonna add more yellow to this one to make it a little bit more yellow. Because I'm not seeing a good enough contrast here. Let's try our red orange. And I'm mixing. Really trying to mix here to get it all mixed up and mixing on the paper. Okay, let's do the red. I love that red. This red's nice. This red's nice. All right, let's try our wine color or red violet. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Let's try our violet. Oh, this is gonna be a nice surprise. Try our violet. I wanted this to be a little bit darker though, so maybe we'll try and darken it up a bit by adding a little bit more to it. Well, let's think about that for a second. We could add more blue to it, or we could add more red to it. Okay, that's our blue violet, guys. All right, let's try our blue now. All right, nice, nice. Let's try our blue green. Let's mix, 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 mix. Okay, let's see what our green looks like. This one's a light green, it looks like. This green is on the lighter side of green. Okay, and our yellow green. Mix, 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 mix. I love this color. Okay. And because I love that color, I'm gonna put it in the center. This is gonna be my center color. Sorry, purple. Let me get some yellow in here. Let me get some green in here. And then let's mix it all together. Ah, why does there look like a spot here? Let's get rid of that spot. Oh, it's the paper that's a little bit too wet, I think. It's coming off a bit. Hmm. All right, so that completes our flower. Let me flip it back right side up. Our plans are on the bottom. This works. So now I'm curious, right? Um, red and blue, red and blue make purple, right? I want to see what purple I get by actually mixing the red, this red, and the blue. Let's do it here. Let's do it here. Let's see red. Okay. And let's say blue. Because remember my rant about purple? How sometimes red and blue make this a very dark blackish looking color, and the purple does not come out like that. Let's see what happens. And I think quite often that's why they give you a purple in kits, in watercolor painting kits. All right, so there's this red. All right, wish me luck, guys. All right, so first we're going to mix the red. Let that pop. Let me move my water over here. Okay, then we're gonna mix the blue and make that pop. And then let's see what our surprise gives me. I mean, just looking at it now, it looks like a blackish color, but let's see. Oh, that's not bad actually. All right, you can't really see it all that well, so let me put it here. Not too bad. I mean, it doesn't look like this. Actually, you can't see much what I'm seeing. No, it got worse. It got worse. It still looks like I think this is telling me that I have too much red in it right now. So let me add a little bit more blue. See what happens. So let me add a little bit more blue to this one as well. See what happens. See what we get. No, coming out to that blackish color I was telling you about. Yeah, so it doesn't actually mix to purple. So I appreciate the purple when they give me the purple in the kit. Oh, here's a rosy type of color. Let's see what this says it is. Mm, Carming red. Try this red and the blue. The ultramarine blue. Try this one. That red and the ultramarine blue. Okay, let's do the blue one first. And then let's do the red next. Hmm. Still, still not looking quite all that purpley. Let's see what we get here. It is true to the color. It is kind of pinkish. All right, that's still gonna be blue. It's gonna still be the same blue. All right, let's see what happens when you mix the two. All right, I'm gonna put it here. That's a little bit better than, does it look the same? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I tried. I don't think that's very purple. So I appreciate the purple that they gave me. All right, well, that's it for color mixing. See you in the next one where we do the more complex one with actual watercolor paints. Not that these are not actual watercolor paints. They are watercolor, but in a pencil form. But we're gonna actually use our pens next time to do the other one. All right? See you in the next one. I almost threw away my water.